Let me just put my mic on. So, Victor Gyökeres gets a hat trick. That's what he does against war-torn countries. Eat that, doubters. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning, Arsenal fans. Good morning, pop pickers. I've said that before. It's really annoying. That's an old school thing. If anyone gets that reference, let me know. If anyone gets that reference of pop pickers, let me know. But good morning to all of you. Welcome to a brand new Big Arsenal Breakfast Show. It is Friday. It is Friday. I can barely contain my excitement. It is Friday. We're up, we're running, we're going, we're gagging for it. For something, I know I'm gagging for. I'm gagging for a beer. It's only 7 a.m. and gagging for a beer. But it is Friday and it is the weekend. It is, unfortunately, though, as we all know, it is an international break weekend. And basically that means all football, doesn't it really? Not football of not very much interest. Not very much interest. And it's a shame. We've got no Arsenal this weekend, but we're going to be here for you. We're going to be giving you the Arsenal content. I mean, I can't fake a good match, but I can give you some good stuff in your ears and in your face to keep you Arsenal-centric, as we go through the weekend of an international break. It's really boring, isn't it? It's really boring. First of all, I'm going to say good morning to G-Dog. That would be good, he says. I assume he's talking about a beer. I could get on the beers now, G-Dog. I really could. I'm that excited. Could you have a beer at 7 a.m.? I could. Little breakfast beer, you know what I mean? Start the day. Little breakfast beer to get us going. Good morning to you, mate. Thanks for joining us as ever. Really appreciate it. High five to you, my friend. Let me know what your plans are for the weekend. How are you going to get through this weekend with no Arsenal? What do you normally do? Are you going fishing again? What are you doing? I don't know what I'm doing. I have no idea. I'm going to do some more of this, obviously. But hello, good morning. What a ramble. I'm Edwin Ash. If you don't know that already, I'm Edwin Ash. This is a morning brief show. It's a morning brief show. It's just some news, reviews, and the occasional booze, but hopefully no booze. The only booze we're talking about this morning is beer, not the kind of boo stuff. That's what we are going to go through because we have a different type of show every day. We have the match preview show if there's a match coming up, not this weekend. We have the almost instant reaction, was the day after the show, which is not going to be this weekend. We also have the game day show, which is not going to be this weekend. And we also have the daily news morning brief show, which is what today is. And there's a lot going on in the universe today. There's a lot going on in the Arsenal world, I have to say. On today's show, we've got the VAR fiasco from yesterday. I'm sure you saw the news on that. We're having a little look at Saka's form. We are talking about Kai's positivity, whether MLS, Miles Lewis-Skelly, is for sale. Is he for sale? Do we know? And also a tiny bit more on Ben White, because late yesterday there came in some comments from Thomas Tuchel, which I thought was good to review. Also, just a little bit of genuine news, that PSG thing, right? Did you see this? PSG have managed to get their tie with Lens, I think, moved ahead of their game against Liverpool in the Champions League. So they get some rest. Liverpool don't. I think that's unfair. And also, why don't we do that in the UK? Arsenal are playing a game practically every 2 minutes, and yet PSG, it is a nonsense, to quote Gary Neville, that they get to move their games willy-nilly to prioritise the Champions League. Also, that game against Lens have now missed out on potentially playing PSG in between some difficult Champions League games. So it strikes me as being absolutely stupid. And the favoritism is wild, absolutely wild. Now, if you want to get in the comments like G-Dog just has, please do. If you're watching, you want to get in the comments, it says, looking too windy, no idea. I'm off for a week, see what the missus wants to do. I hear you, mate. I hear. You're off for a week. Is that because it's half term and Easter week? Did you do the clever thing where you book 4 days off and then get the Good Friday off as well to complete the week? Because that's what I normally do, but I haven't done it this year. Should do, really. Work's boring, isn't it? I hope you enjoy your job. I don't, but I enjoy this job. I love this job. Now, you can get in contact with us on the socials. I have to say, though, currently with TikTok at Big Arse Breakfast, we're currently in jail. I don't know what I've said. I don't know what I've done. But whatever it was too spicy. It was too shit hot. And now TikTok has put me in jail, and they've been trying to fix it. and not been able to fix it. So if it's all gone quiet over TikTok, you know why. I am in TikTok jail, and I'm not sure why. I actually don't think it's to do with anything that I said. There's something to do with the algorithm that's blocking some videos going up. It might be something to do with fire. We don't know. It's a technical glitch. Like generally, I'd love to sit and go, my takes are too spicy for TikTok. Come and join us on YouTube, which you can. But I actually don't think it's that. There's some sort of technical glitch. Don't know what's happened. They're trying to fix it, but we are off TikTok. But normally on it, you can get involved. My videos are still there, not banned. You still can get involved. I can still see your comments. You can still get involved in the show. And it's at Big Arse Breakfast on TikTok. And it's at Big Arse Breakfast on Insta. And it's at Big Arse Brecky on X. And it's at bigarsebreakfast.bsky.social. If you want to join us over there, even though, as far as I can see, BSky is the deadest app in the world. It's a nice app. People are nicer to each other, but there's nothing going on over there. Come and join us. If you like BSky, come and join us over there. I like it. I think it's quite nice, but no one seems to be there. Excuse me. So, on with the show. That's a 6-minute preamble. Get on with it, Eddie. So, a little bit of international watch. Little bit of international watch from the Arsenal players. Now, the story of the night really belongs to Gyökeres because, of course, he scored a hat-trick. He got a hat-trick against Ukraine last night. I have only seen one of the goals. I don't know how you guys do it, but I cannot find the goals legitimately anywhere. I've seen one of them, which was a tidy little finish. I don't know what the second goal was like, and the third goal was a penalty. But by all accounts, he had a storming game, and he scored 3 goals. And from what I can see, that means he's going to score 20 goals between now and the end of the title race. Please, that be so. But it's got to be good for Arsenal, right? Even if, whatever the quality of the opposition, I know that's an argument we can have, but whatever the quality of the opposition, if he's hitting 3 goals in a game like that, that is good for us. Good for his confidence. Good to build up the belief. I still wish we would play better football with him. I still don't think we're playing to his strengths. I know he's limited. I know he's not got a lot of things like he's not able to post. He's not able to link up play. But the guy can fucking hit a shot. Can we just get him a ball where he can hit a shot? Like when we do that, it seems to work. His shot conversion rate is actually pretty good. I think he scored like 9 goals off of 17 shots. That's not bad. That is not bad at all. But he doesn't take any shots. Let's get him some shots. Like let's treat it like it's his 30th birthday and get him a load of shots. Denmark. Norgard played. Oh, I should say, Gyökeres played the full 90. Norgard played for Denmark. They beat North Macedonia 4-0. Norgard got on the score sheet, and he played the full 90, and he played at centre-back. I don't know. You ask me. Don't ask me. I don't know. He played at centre-back for Denmark. I didn't know he did that. There'd be people that like experts that have been watching Denmark all like 20 years going, oh, the hurdy-gurdy, you don't believe... I can't do the Danish accent. You don't realise he plays at centre-back? I didn't know that. I knew he did for us a little bit. Anyway, Italy. Calafiori was in action again, played the full 90 minutes, played left of a back 3. They beat Northern Ireland 2-0. Sucks for Northern Ireland, but Italy 1-2-0. If you're interested in the home nations in Ireland, if you missed it, Wales went out on penalties to Bosnia. It was harsh. Brennan Johnson and Nico Williams missed their penalties, which was weird because all the players that play in the lower divisions scored theirs. They went out, and so did the Republic of Ireland harshly on penalties as well to the Czech Republic. Right, some general news. The VAR fiasco. Make this make sense, right? Make this make sense. Now, I want to have a little disclaimer here where anyone comes at me for having Arsenal bias and rose-tinted glasses. Don't forget, in the corresponding fixture against Everton at the Hill Dickinson Stadium, Saliba conceded a penalty that wasn't given and should have been given, and VAR or PGM or whoever it is, the key match incidents people, said afterwards it should have been a penalty, right? So we got away with one. No two ways about it. It just highlights what we're going to talk about here, right? So you remember the time in the game against Everton, the Max Dowman game, we're now calling it, Kai Havertz got fouled, clear nailed on pen. The VAR reviewed it in 3 seconds. 3 seconds. Jamie Redknapp thought it was a penalty. Ex-Premier League ref Dermot Gallagher thought it was a penalty. Well, the KMI, Key Match Incidents panel, basically said the referee got it wrong. So they've come out and said it's wrong. Okay, fine. Weirdly, they're protecting the VAR process by saying the mistake wasn't obvious. I mean, I cannot think of anything more stupid The mistake wasn't obvious. It was obvious. They reviewed it for 3 seconds, right? And they just went, "No, it's not a pen. No problem. Move on." And it makes a mockery of the whole thing. So it doesn't make any sense. So really, the key match people thrown the referee under the bus, saying, "No, he made the mistake." Defended VAR, which makes no mistake, but it was a unanimous decision by the key match incidents that it was a penalty. What? What? And I got to beg the question. I have been a supporter of VAR from day one. From day one, I've said we've needed it. I say it's important. We can all list a load of games that teams would have either not been relegated or won leagues or done whatever if VAR would have been in place pre-VAR. Now, I'm starting to think get rid of it. I really am starting to get rid of it because you are shit at it. You are so shit at it. You cannot do it. You cannot do it. And it's the same people on VAR that are on the field and they're all mates and it's also crap. Also, G-Dog, if you're with me on this, and anyone else that's watching, listening on the podcast, we have a podcast available too. It comes out 20 minutes after the show. If you're listening to this, right, is anyone not getting sick or tired of when a goal is scored, sat there half waiting for it to go, hang on a minute, wait for the VR check? I think I'm turning. I think I'm anti-VAR now. Let's go back. It's ruining the game. It's ruining the game. I feel like I need to call into TalkSport or something. Never do that. Moving on. Art de Roche has a piece about Bukayo Saka in The Athletic. It's really good. It's really, really good. The tweet that he posted last night said, excuse me, slow down, Danny. Think it's important not to have short memories when looking at how Bukayo Saka's season has gone. Here's a piece looking at the expectation/workload he's carried since his teens, as well as the individual contributions and changes around him this year. I won't ruin the whole thing. You should get over and read it if you can. But essentially, what's being discussed here is quite a good piece. But it's basically saying the data suggests that Saka is not playing badly as some people may believe. Like, teams are now tripling up on him. They're getting triangles around him, right? So he's now receiving 5 fewer progressive passes per game. 5 fewer progressive passes per game. So he's not getting the ball as much, right? He's also tired. He's played nearly 3,000 minutes already. And he's being forced to work in deeper areas, right? Right? So Arteta is still looking at him in this number 10 position. And I would say I haven't liked what I've seen of that so far. And personally, I would like to see him have a break. I've been championing Noni. What's the point in buying Noni if you can't properly give Saka a break? Noni's raring to go. That's what I think. But it's a really good piece. If you've got a chance to go read it, Art de Roche, The Athletic, on Bukayo Saka. Basically, teams are defending him differently. He's knackered. He's having to do stuff that he didn't have to do before. So he's still learning. He's also, obviously, from my eyes, he's protecting his body. G-Dog's jumped back in the chat about the VAR. He says, it's definitely ruining the game. I don't like it. Even without it, they forget it's not there. Yeah. It's crap, isn't it, man? It's really crap. Thanks for getting involved, G-Dog. News 3. Kai Havertz on some positivity. I really like this. So I took this from Tom Canton over at Football London. I pretty much read that every day. You know, Tom Canton of the Gooner Talk. He does some really stellar work. He said, there was a couple of things. He said, what did he say? He was talking about how he's been out for the first 6 months. And he said, so I'm going to give my all for the club over the last 2 or 3 months now in the hope of heading to the World Cup in a great deal of confidence. Yes, Kai. He's going to give his all. This is like a general statement. You know, players will say this, I'll give my all. With him, I believe it. I reckon he's raring to go. Do you know why? Do you remember that Everton game 2 seasons ago when we missed out on the league? He was so upset on that final whistle. He wants this. He wants this. This is the kind of attitude we need in that team, right? Every single one of them. Go for it. Go for it. Go for it. You've earned the right to be in this position to try and win this league. Give it the nuts. I know some of you are thinking about World Cups and stuff, but Premier Leagues, Champions Leagues, give it the nuts. I believe in Kai. Then what else came up in this weird interview was some rumors about him leaving, and whether he'd heard anything about rumors of him leaving. I don't know where this came from. Someone asked him about it. I didn't know there were rumors about him leaving. And he said, no, to be honest, I haven't heard anything about that. And I haven't read anything about it either, he said. I feel right at home at Arsenal. I feel everyone is there. Is also very happy with me. Yes, that's right. Sure, it wasn't an easy season, but I definitely see my future at Arsenal in London. Well, there you go. What the hell was that all about? Does anyone know about any rumors that he was leaving? I didn't hear any. Weird, but again, good piece. Tom Canton, football.london. Get yourself over there, read it. It's very, very good. And as ever, we love Tom on this show. And then I'm just going to try and rattle through this one about what Thomas Tuchel had to say. He was prompted about Ben White in England. Now, I've been talking about this all week. Who hasn't? I started off with Henry Winter, and every idiot who can pick up a bloody laptop and type something out, including me, has been talking about, oh, Ben White, does he deserve to be, he's got some explaining to do, right? And it's really got my goat. But Thomas Tuchel was asked about this yesterday and Ben White's return to the England squad. I'm just going to read his quotes. I'll rattle through it and then we'll get on some more exciting stuff. I've lost my chat window. I've just lost the chat window. Are you there, guys? Up! I've lost the stream as well. Oh my God, I'm such a boomer. I am such a boomer. Hang on a minute, guys. I'm coming back. I'm coming back. Where's my go live, man? It's still there? Are we still here? We are going live. Okay. Are we back? Yeah, we are back. Sorry about that. There's a button on the side of my mouse that I need to disable. Anyway, sorry, guys. I'll edit that out. No, I'm not going to edit that out. It's keeping it raw, right? Keeping it real. Okay, Thomas Tuchel, what did he have to say? Okay, I'll get through this. Hang on a sec. All right, here we go. Everyone deserves a second chance. He was desperate to come back. Thomas Tuchel was very supportive of Ben White. So why is White back? So Tuchel said, because first of all, everyone deserves a second chance. Second, I don't know exactly what happened in Qatar. I was not 100% interested in it because I wanted to open a new page and a new book and a new opportunity. Once I asked him if he would be ready for play for me, he straight away, without hesitation, said he would love to come back. He was desperate to come back. When the chance opened up for him with the injury of Joel Kwanzaa very late, the reaction came within seconds. He was very, very positive. Euphoric is the word Tuchel used. He was euphoric, very emotional about it. He behaves the way he trained here in camp. It's exceptional. The way he behaves, and the way he trains in camp is exceptional. It's very, very good. He shows his quality. I think it necessary that he clear with his teammates about what happened. I mean, only the ones that were there in Qatar, I would say. And I think he does. He will once players come back or who were in the World Cup together with him. Yes, he's talking about clearing it with the players who were at the World Cup with him. Maybe he has to do that. I don't think he does. And then we go from there. Let's see how it goes. Let's see how he feels, if he is confident and he was comfortable as we thought he would be. Until now, this is the case. And he has my support. Hopefully he gets the support from the spectators. Well, I dare say the media riling up people this week. I would not be surprised to hear some boos for Ben White. But then England fans are different. I don't know, man. That'd be interesting. Watch this space. But look, I think Ben's going to love this opportunity. Even if he does get booed, I think he's going to love it. It's Ben White. He's a shithouser, right? He loves that stuff, right? So I feel pretty confident that Ben White is going to enjoy his time with England. Long may it continue. Long may it continue. All right. Let's get on to some of your opinions. Apart from the two penalties he gave away, way too dry. Whoa, stanky. Stanky, stanky, stanky. Yeah, that's right. It's Big Arse Opinions time. Now, you can get in contact with us. As I said, we're currently in TikTok jail, but you can still comment there. I can still read them, and I can still take them and put them into the show. So at TikTok, we are at Big Arse Breakfast. Insta, at Big Arse Breakfast as well. At X, we are at Big Arse Brecky. And on Blue Sky, bigarsebreakfast.bsky.social. We are all there. As I said, the TikTok thing, I'm not sure what's happened. There's something broken with the algorithm. They're trying to fix it. I don't know what's happened, but that's why we've not been posting for the last 24 hours. Hopefully it doesn't go on to 48 hours because I really, really enjoy posting on TikTok. It's quite good fun. But we're also everywhere else. We're on YouTube. You can find us on YouTube. If you're watching this, you're on YouTube. You know we exist on YouTube, right? Okay. Number one, Dan Critchlow. Talking about PSG's fixture move. Yeah, I just thought this was interesting. He said, worst part is Premier League teams can't do the same because we have too many games. PSG have definitely benefited from their 18-team league and France ditching their League Cup. Now, I know it sounds sussed. I know it sounds sus because we just lost the Carabao Cup final, that energy drink that no one's heard of and probably tastes like shit. It sounds gross, doesn't it? They made a beer out of it. Ugh. Anyway, I think we should ditch League Cup in this country. It won't happen, but we should. It's a nonsense cup. It's done. It's dusted. Well done to the people that won it. Lovely little thing it was. But it's the same, like 6 teams winning it and 4 teams winning it every year because they have the squads for it. Most lower league teams don't even bother for the League Cup unless they draw a Premier League game and they have their one night in the sun, which I totally understand why. But PSG getting another advantage on top of the fact that their league isn't that hard. I'm sorry, they are the biggest spenders on wages. I think they're the biggest spenders on transfers. They are absolutely loaded up to the nines. They have the easiest league. They piss walk it every year. And now they're getting breaks before their big games in their Champions League. What does that tell you? What does that tell you? There was a lot of talk about the English Champions League teams like the Newcastles and Chelseas and all the ones that got knocked out of the cup. And they were saying, oh, the Premier League isn't that strong then. No, it's pretty strong. We just have to play 900 games. Anyway, moving on from that, that's not really Arsenal news, but you get what I'm saying. Another bit of non-Arsenal news, just a general. I'm interested in your views on this because this is something that gets my goat, and I'm putting it on here because it drives me fucking mad. Maybe we'll have a chat about this later on down the line. But if you're in the UK, unlucky for you and watching the Premier League, specifically Arsenal. If you live in the UK, if you don't know this, I'm sure you all do by now. Those of you that are listening that live outside the UK, we basically have this 3 p.m. blackout. And we can't watch Arsenal games that kick off on a 3 p.m. unless you do it through a dodgy stream. Now, I'm going to be completely honest about this and say I don't partake in those sorts of things because I'm a good little child. And also, if I've ever found a stream, they're fucking dodgy and they don't work and it pisses me off. You know, you're clicking through all the things, it goes down. You can't. It's the worst way to watch a football match is through a dodgy stream. But there's also these Fire Sticks, right? No, I don't own one. I don't. Right? It's not to say I haven't been tempted, but I'm not sure I want to get into that kind of stuff. But the Daily Mail Sport are basically saying that anyone that's got a dodgy Fire Stick now, their names and addresses are going to be handed over to the High Court, which targets illegal Premier League streamers. Now, HLTCO, at HLTCO, Crystal Palace fan, big football guy on the interwebs, he said, if people were able to legally watch 3 p.m. kickoffs in this country at a reasonable price, the market for Fire Sticks would drop off significantly. Everywhere else on earth, you can watch every Premier League game for a fraction of the price UK consumers are offered. And it's true. I know this for a fact. I don't have it because, quite frankly, I haven't been able to get it to work. Right? It's not true. Honest God. I think you can stream all of the Premier League in the United States on Peacock for something like $10. And I think it includes the Champions League games. So I could be wrong about that. But basically, you could, for $10, you can watch all the Arsenal games. All of them. All of them for $10. Now, in the UK, if you're listening outside the UK, the average price we have to pay for this stuff. Now, I do mine on Now TV, and I got like an offer thing, so like £20 a month. And BT, I think it's 20 or 25. So on maximum, I'm paying minimum, I'm paying £45 to watch Premier League games and some Champions League games, and not all of them. Not all of them. Added to that, that the coverage is awful for most of them, especially on TNT Sports. I'm sorry, but their coverage is dreadful. But we're paying, that's minimum. That's me streaming. Now, if you've got a Sky TV subscription and got it through that, I don't know what it is. Anyone tell me what it is nowadays? What, 60 odd quid a month? It's absolutely horrendous. And you're wondering why people are going and getting Fire Sticks. Premier League should just have their own service. I think this current broadcasting rights has been extended for another 6 years. They ain't going to look at it again for a very long time. But it's so annoying that anyone else across the world can watch Arsenal play on a 3 p.m. on a Saturday, but I can't. Guess my goat, man. Aaron Ramsey came out yesterday. He was talking to a Welsh journalist in general. I just thought this was quite sweet. He was asked about who he supports, and he said, "I support Cardiff City, but my all-time club is Arsenal FC. Arsenal is everything to me. I spent some time of my best years of my career there, and the fact that the manager now is someone I played with for about 5 years creates a special bond. I truly believe I'll have a front row seat at the parade when they win the title. If we win the title, Aaron. But yes, you will be there, my friend, and I will be there to give you a big beer, kiss and a cuddle. Not well, maybe not that, but yeah, I just went nice. Remember Ramsey? Is he classed as a legend of Arsenal? This is a debate that goes on quite a lot, isn't it? Is Aaron Ramsey a legend? I think he is because he won us that first cup when we were going through a lot of shit. He was a really, really solid, good player, and I think he deserves his place. He deserves his place as a legend. Then some other news about circling the interwebs. Sky News reported it. I think Ben Jacobs reported it. Apparently, Manchester United and other clubs are interested in Mars Lewis Skelly, and the idea that Arsenal would be open to selling him. Now, James at AFC James, at AFC JXMES, came out and said, I'd fully cut ties with the club if we sold one of our prestigious Highland talents. Why am I bringing this up? It's only rumours. I reckon some of this could happen, you know. I've got a feeling we are going to have to start accepting the idea that one Airy, who's got competition with Max Dowman, Mars Lewis Skelly, could be worth good money. And if we want to go to the next level, start buying those Skelly type players, we may have to start thinking about selling some of this talent. And look, let's face it, if we do sell this kind of talent, but the minute they walk out the door, if they join a rival, what hurts so much is we're like, oh, they flop. Sort of. You want them to do well, but you don't want them to do well for Man United, because what will happen is we have no way of telling if they're actually going to become incredible players. We think they will. They can show they will. We've been showing they might. We don't know if they're going to become like all-time Premier League players. So at this stage, you think, shall we sell them, make some good money off it? They've got the English tax on top of it. We've got to start producing academy talent that we can make money off like some of the other big clubs do. Basically, I think we have to start preparing for the idea that some of these guys might go, and we will not like it and we will be sad, but it might be, if the club take that money, invest it properly, it might be for a really, really good reason. Watch this space. And then the Big Arse Opinions Instant Karma Take of the Day.
Instant Karma Take of the Day.
I can't. This came from Lulu. Lulu on the interwebs. Now I've made this picture so damn small. I'm just going to expand this, see what her name is, because I've made it so damn small. It is Lulu at Lulu D Chef. Lulu at Lulu D Chef with an extra F on the end. I'm just expanding that because I just wanted to get the whole picture. Right, she basically wrote a note on Arteta's birthday, and I'm going to read it because I think it's brilliant and it just encapsulates where we were. Right, listen to this. Mikel Arteta's Arsenal story isn't just about trophies, it's about belief, resilience, and refusing to hide when things got ugly. He walked into chaos in 2019. A broken squad, no structure, no identity, and still he delivered an FA Cup within months. Then came the storm. 8th place finishes, fans doubting, Arteta out training every week. People laughed at the process, but here's what separates him. He never hid. He faced the pressure. He made ruthless decisions. He cleared out the big names. He rebuilt the culture from the ground up. No shortcuts, no excuses. While others chased quick fixes, Arteta chose to build something real. Now Arsenal are back competing, back feared, back believing. This is what happens when you trust a vision through the noise. Not every setback is failure. Sometimes it's the foundation, trust the process. Happy birthday, Mikel Arteta. I have nothing to add to that other than I completely agree. And I think it's a very, very fitting, nice set of words to give Mikel on what was his birthday yesterday. Thank you, Lulu. That is a banging tweet, in my humble opinion. Righty-o, righty-o, righty-o. There's only just one more thing I wanted to talk about briefly. I'll try and keep this brief because I know you're going to run to work. And don't forget we have the podcast. Don't forget we have the podcast. If you've got to dash off, you can listen to it later. It'll be out 10 minutes after. It'll be out in about 20 minutes time, to be honest with you. I'll upload the podcast as soon as I've done the show. Sorry, I said we, the production team. On that, I wanted to talk a little bit about the Arsenal kind of agenda. Okay, it's a bit clickbaity, that title, but I do think the media are really gunning for us at the moment. And I spoke a bit about this yesterday on yesterday's show as to why I think they're doing that and why we're reacting to it. But I also want to talk a little bit briefly about what I think we can do, what the Big Ask Breakfast Show thinks we can do. And I'll keep it brief. Look, that agenda, that media, it's going to be my mic, that media kind of backlash, I would say, we all see it. Every time you open an app or click a link, there's a narrative being written about our club. Some of it is analysis, they call it. Some of it, they call it reporting. But it can get exhausting. I mean, it's easy to feel like we're constantly on the defensive. We're trying to explain why this team deserves to be where it is. And look, we have one of the most incredible global communities in the world. From the people in the North Bank, to the fans waking up at 4 a.m. in Sydney or New York, or just an hour later in Nigeria, we have a massive family. And our goal at this show is to give that family like another platform to come together. Like, look, of course, it's great for the show when you like and subscribe. Please do like and subscribe. Thank you very much to those of you who have already. It helps us keep that platform, our platform, kind of independent. And we here at the Big Arsenal Breakfast Show, if we see a piece that is so obviously clickbait, riling, designed to wind up the fans, or even worse, to insult them, we will go after it. Because we want to support our own. Clicking the links from fellow Gooners, right? Listening to the fan-led podcast and engaging right here or anywhere else for the fan community with fan media, we become the loudest voice in the room. So even if you think you've read a story on another website, but it's produced, again, by Tom Canton or Art de Rocher, as I've mentioned in the show already, or anyone else, go and click on that link. Support them. Get the links, get the views for them. Also, if you have like a trusted fan site or things you can recommend to us, get in touch. Show at thebigarsenalbreakfast.com. Show at bigarsenalbreakfast.com. We're all ears, right? We don't need to shout to be heard. We just need to, no, it sounds a bit cheesy, stand together. Because if they come gunning for us, we simply remind them that we are the Arsenal. So where do I collect my OBE? That's all I wanted to say. Get involved, stay positive, stay with the Arsenal fan stuff. It's all good. Please do like and subscribe if you can be asked. It really helps us grow, as I've just said. At Big Arse Breakfast on TikTok, although currently in jail, we'll be out that soon. At Big Arse Breakfast on Insta, at Big Arse Breakfast, Big Arse Brecky, sorry, at Big Arse Brecky on X, and at bigarsebreakfast.bsty. B-Sky can never be bothered. Right, that is it for your Friday. We will be back with some good stuff tomorrow. The podcast will be out in about 20 minutes' time. We'll be back with the news, reviews, the occasional booze. But until then, get your arse in gear. It is Friday.